Hey guys, Cryptopsydamn here, and I would like to welcome you all to it's about, I don't know, take a look at the sky, give or take around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Well, basically, this is the bandit that I've been writing on for quite some time now. Recent update, and I am a few weeks shy on updating what has happened, to tell you the truth. Last video out, and I was riding a damn forklift, or a pallet jack, I believe they're called. Now, now, you can't tell more or less right now on my bike itself, but I do want to go ahead and add I was involved in an accident, a hit and run, to tell you the truth. And it happened. The main damage basically happened to the right-hand side of the motorcycle, which, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very fucking thankful because, well, let's start off what was going on, okay? It was New Year's Eve. I took off. Down the street, went around, came back this way, heading northbound. And, my wife was hungry. She is pregnant, so she was hungry and she wanted something to munch on. So Jack in the Crack was the only thing open on New Year's Eve. So I drove, and it was around 3 in the morning. And right when I was about to just pull in, some asshole just goes ahead and taps my rear bump, my tire. My rear tire just taps it, and the floor was wet and it was rainy. Boom, skidded out. Landed on the right hand side, scratched up my knee. That's the road rash that's left. And it's not too bad, but the only thing that did happen to my bike, besides just little bullshit like this, the cover for the flush mount fell off. Little scrape here on the brake. I actually had to change this out because the throttle was actually getting stuck. This is the one that goes on the throttle side. See how it's bent upwards? So I had to change it out. The screw itself is fucked. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But what is fucked up is this down here. Basically, when it came down about 20-25 miles an hour. I really don't know. I didn't look at the speedometer. I just know it fucking sucked. And my helmet's okay. But this is what happened. And for the major part, I'm not sure if you're aware of how shit works with Bandit. But since it's on this side, this basically right here, this is what got scuffed up. This especially. Maybe we could... can't cover it, but it's pretty fucked up. This screw is down here at the bottom. That's basically what happened. I actually had to put some sealant right here because it's bad to the point where this is actually cracked. And this is my only vehicle to get to and from work. This is your TDR. Just, patch up right there. Just boom, boom, real quick so I could just get to and from. I'm going to try it out. If it doesn't work, well, fuck it. If you're not aware of the motorcycle, how your Bandit works, this side, on the right hand side, this little plate is called the generator cover sensor. So this covers the sensor for your oil pressure gauge, your oil pressure and shit like that. Your other, I don't know if you could see it. There's gonna be two screws. Where are you? Okay, two screws right up in there, which you could adjust for your oil pressure. I mean, that's a lot of shit. I actually have to do a little research on it, but I have two scrapes. It looks like two good scrapes, kind of ground down the aluminum. I'm guessing this is aluminum, or yeah, it's got to be aluminum. That or lead. I mean, because it ground down pretty good, and it's got some holes up in it. So there was oil leaking when I was riding on it. It got all over my boot and on my tire, as you can see. So that's all oil streaks. Same thing, oil here, oil there. So it got pretty bad. It's not leaking to the point where it's life-threatening, but the oil gauge this does stay on. There's not pressure. So when it comes down to taking off really quick, it doesn't do it. And that's what sucks. But if I would have landed on this side, which I have already, I've dropped my bike once on this side, as you can see. Now, if this part would have hit and ended up like the other side, oh man, I would have been in a world of hurt. I mean, this is very important. Your chassis, your clutch, everything. I mean, this part right here is very fucking important. If you eat shit, you fall down, you scratch the shit out of that. I mean, I wouldn't know what to tell you. I couldn't just say buy a new bike or fix it. I don't know. I'd have to assess the damage myself, and this is my first motorcycle, so anything goes at this moment. I mean, it's give and take, live and learn type of shit. Oh, but you know, I really haven't done much of anything to my bike. I mean, I'm not one. You know, I'm not really a cheap ass like this, as in the whole like fixing and repairing part. But I want to see if it works because I want to try it out. This particular part on eBay is about anywhere between $45 and $55, shipping free. The parts come from A, California, B, from Colorado. It's not too big. I live in Texas. I mean, it's about Colorado in maybe a day, 2 days. From California, maybe about 3 days. I'll get it in a week. Who knows? Yeah, but the only problem that I don't like about it is that this part that actually they do offer online is fucking chrome. It's chromed out. So it's a chromed out thing. It doesn't have the Suzuki logo. It's just chromed out and comes out into like a little tit, if you will, or nipple. So I really don't want to do that and go with it. I know they have the NKG. The NKG, that one's actually a lot more expensive. But, you know, if I was going to go ahead and get the chrome, not only am I going to have to do this side, I'd have to do the other side just so it could actually balance itself out, because one side would look pretty damn stupid. That's why I'm kind of trying to see what I can do. Weigh my options, if you will. But there is a bandit over here. Let's see if we could walk to it real quick. It's my neighbors. See, there's a bandit right here too. I don't want my neighbor to see the light, but it's a bandit. The 1200, and that one's actually in pretty good condition. It's in good shape. Nothing's wrong with it. I can't really be thorough with it because my neighbor's in the living room and I don't want to freak him out and shit. But you know, I'm thinking about talking to him, seeing if he could give me a good deal on this part, since his bike is a year younger than mine. Older, my bad, not younger. Older. It's a year older than mine. I want to see if I could go ahead and, you know, maybe throw down about $20, $30. See if I could get this part again. Other than that, I mean, the bike's been, you know, it runs great. Put new spark plugs too was mandatory. Needed that. But I mean, the only thing that's really killing it at this moment is that sensor. I mean, the oil pressure is improper. You got that small leak inside of a container. I mean, everyone knows how engine works. I mean, the engines are actually it's all combustible, so it gets shit going. You have a leak in a combustible engine. I mean, we're talking about a sealed up tight box that is just explosions every. What is it? I forgot how many milliseconds it takes for each spark and shit. We're talking about continuous combustion that makes this vehicle go. If you have a leak in there, you're not going to get premium compression. Without that premium compression, you're fucked. So I could take this motorcycle, which I have, to work, get on the expressway or highway, do okay. Once about hit 45 to about 5,000 RPMs. Still runs lean. It still runs pretty good. I mean, nothing's going wrong. But once you get off that expressway and get onto, you know, your busy streets, that's when you start feeling the effects and you start feeling how bad it is, because it starts to sputter once it hits 1,000 or 1,500 RPMs. I mean, you're not gonna be doing much shit. You're just there, but then it wants to turn off. So I don't know. That's what I got going on so far. Looking at maybe some HID lights, but for now, this is what's going on. I'm gonna cut it, and you guys take it easy. Later.